Hello one and all, and welcome back to Pathologic Classic HD. So the game is the seventh day, on the seventh day the filter is now right. Things are getting investigated what perimeter goes. You may have already guessed. Certain where I'm going. Certain I'll go. Yes, who wouldn't want to go with this? So, let's wander over to the Rich District. I know the visitor has just arrived in town and feels like a residence in people. So perhaps that's where we should head, past Dungeon to Dog for once. Goodness, how I hate that. There's far too many. Stop up on thieves and finishing the book as Right. Let's have a quick conversation with her whilst we're here, actually. Important imagery.
My lacquer is cracking, see?
Alas, nothing to say this morning. At least not for the moment. So, let's see where we're going from here. So, for a little bit of analysis, it looks as if nothing will open yet today. At least not for a little while longer. So I'm going to take this opportunity to go to bed. Perhaps a little small glass of Maradorm might be able to work up a little bit of the issues from the night's hiking. Wonderful. Let's go back outside again. Oh dear. Even the rich districts are swarmed. The temptation to go into these houses and loot anything I can get is quite high. But it would make me just as bad as all the other raiders and looters. Goodness. This is not easy. Shoot. Quite a lot of gold, in fact. Gamma tablets, not much use to me. Beta tablet, my god, everything's cheap. Cheap and cheerful. Goodness, right, I'm purchasing everything whilst it's cheap. This stuff is going for the best price I've seen it in a very long time. Neomycin, monomycin, ferromycin. I don't think neomycin does a lot. It's unable to destroy the disease. Does not eradicate the disease. Unable to destroy the disease. None of them can destroy the disease. However, I can give them to the adherents if they become infected. It's a matter of knowing which tablets I can give. I sell some of them. I really should have sold them before, actually. Perhaps I'll keep them around a little bit longer and sell them when the prices inevitably rise again. Quite a lot of lockpicks to go as well. Might get rid of a few, because I don't tend to use them. Still only 6:47. Time has come to go bin raiding. Everything else is going to crap. Always find some empty bottles. Might prove useful. I think at this point I essentially just have to hang around nearby until the cathedral opens, and I think that it opens at 7 AM. I don't know for certain. I nearly walked into that same playground now because I'm an idiot. Oh dear. Razor. Always wanted to have. They are with Liblet. It's chaotic. That's one thing, but that also makes me uneasy. Where is everyone? Human and Inquisitor will help you defeat this enemy. Your life is in less than 6 days. Total death toll was over 2,000. Day 7, every match gets a chance to uncover the truth and find an invaluable ally. Is this ally the Inquisitor? Perhaps we shall find out. The stagehands are trying to tell me that something is important about this woman on her iron throne.
You found out everything I needed you to. That will do. Cheer up. These things happen.
Daniil Dankovsky, very pleased to meet you. It's not just courtesy, I'm speaking from my heart. I've already had the honor of meeting you, but I doubt that you'll remember. When was that? I attended your lecture. You demonstrated a reanimated lady 3 years ago at Lamarcus. I even took your autograph. The girl in the long shirt, do you remember? I asked you about the glassy lips, too. Oh, that's some sort of twist of fate. I'm very happy to make your acquaintance too, Aglaia. Oh, but back then you introduced yourself as Stella Karstich. To be frank, I came by out of sheer curiosity. I had neither a mission nor any mercenary interests, but you did make a strong impression on me. Thank you, but it isn't sheer curiosity that has driven you here. Sorry, it isn't sheer curiosity that has driven you here, is it? Indeed. Let's get to the point. Your mission was to find a certain way to destroy the enemy completely. All I had to do was implement your solution. So, I have looked through your reports, and they've confirmed my greatest fear. Yes, I've lost. You've won? Almost. I'm very happy that you didn't find the disease carrier yesterday. Is that so? Events have taken an unexpected turn, Dankovsky. We have a lot to discuss and a lot to do. I shall be brief. All this time, someone has been trying to A. kill you, B. deceive you, and C. use your authority and passion for the truth to achieve criminal goals. Would you like to know more? Very much so. You came here on your own accord, didn't you? Thanatica is in ruins. Your last hope was to draw publicity to get a sensation, find something shocking, ostensibly for your theory. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is all just my interpretation. No, you are correct so far. You've come across this allegedly coincidental letter from Isidore Burek, and yet here you are. So timely, isn't it? And as luck would have it, the only local medic dies. He didn't die of the disease, did he? That's what I've been told. He was murdered. But luck is on the side of the public. You are in this remote area, and so you are ordered to come back with a shield, so to speak. Victory is the only option that's been left to you. You're a representative of the powers that be, aren't you? Oh, you'll find that out soon enough. Just let me compile some kind of image of you in my head, okay? You've given yourself away already. I haven't. It can all be a trap, a double play. We Inquisitors are quite cunning, you ought to know that. Relax. Everything I told could turn out to be nothing more than part of my plan, a provocation. What if in fact I'm loyal to the powers that be? Why are you asking me? I'm not. It's just a way of coping with grief. I need a smoke so badly. Put me to the test then.
They've grown up and grown tired of me.
You've been sent to fight an adversary that can't inherently be beaten, in foolish hopes that a miracle would happen and your outstanding mind would stumble upon the 1 in a million chance. And just so that you wouldn't give up, they kept insisting that the adversary must be destroyed. Do you see how insidious the powers that be are? But why? The motives are becoming less and less comprehensible to me by the day. Indeed, it is complicated. They will become even less comprehensible when I tell you that I have been ordered to preserve this settlement at any cost, accepting any losses. And yet they deployed army attachments here. And now for the interesting part, do you know who is in command? Do you even know which army I'm talking about? The Sanitary Army, I suppose. The commander is Alexander Block, the war hero, the mind and hand behind the upcoming military reform. The Karstov fords, the broken front. You must have heard of him. Why didn't they find a simpler man for this mission? It's not a sanitary army. They need the special equipment, nor even any weapons appropriate for the task. As a matter of fact, it's just 2 artillery regiments that have been marching towards the front line after performing successful maneuvers, and a hastily assigned company of sanitary flamethrower corps. Don't you find that strange? Yes, quite. Ring any bells? Any stunning similarities that spring to your mind? Of course there are. Block reminds me of myself, and of you, I suppose. Indeed, we all fell into the same trap. If only I could get even with them. Indeed, all this time there have been several watches active in town, at least 3 unknown. They kept numbers, wrote down their observations, visited homes unbeknownst to the town's rulers, disguised as corpse carriers. It was they, or at least one of them, who sent you your daily letters. One of them? What do you mean? It means that there is a traitor and a liar among them. They intentionally distorted the information knowing that sooner or later it was going to find its way into my hands. But we'll get to that later. What, they knew the epidemic before it began? I don't think so, otherwise they'd have been better prepared. I have no doubt that they are desperate to preserve this little town. No, they didn't know exactly what was going to happen here. And that's the most mind-boggling part. But they were ready for trouble. All of their emissaries came adequately informed. Informed of what? I want to study their watch's reports, but to even obtain them, I will require your help. I suspect they're under strict orders to keep me completely in the dark, just as they did to you, Bachelor, only a few days ago. But why? To make our bright minds derive the correct solution independently of any outside sources. That's the reason. So, if I send someone for them, a person they go collect their reports, they will destroy them. They may even opt to go into hiding or commit suicide. So I ask you to act on my behalf. If they won't give their reports to you, then why would they give them to me? Your mission is over, and their lives are in danger. Maybe they will try to escape my all-seeing eye before today is over. Very well. How will I find them? They've had to walk around a lot, to observe, to examine. They must have had the appearance of those who do the dirtiest work here, an elaborate disguise. I predict that they're going to crawl out into the daylight today, no matter where they've been hiding before. And where could they have been hiding? How should I know? I've only been here for a few hours, whereas you've been here for a week. Ask the local rulers. I would suppose that they're spread out evenly throughout the town. One was certainly active here in the stone yard, one in the knots, and the last one in the earth. But you're really well informed, aren't you? The powers that be had dispatched at least 3 watchers to spy on me, to gather any valuable information that they could find. Towns crawling with serpents in the skin of executives. I should get acquainted with them. Collecting their reports of the Inquisitor might be a good place to start. So that conversation probably turned out a bit esoteric, but one important thing of note is that Aglaia and I both have fundamental disagreements with the powers that be, or fundamental mistrust. In this case, the powers that be is a willfully vague terminology for something that could refer to as the rulers or the laws of nature. A letter. Dear Doctor, Cemetery is open. Nothing bars your passage inside. I beg your forgiveness for having concealed the true purpose of the blockade. I am guilty indeed, but whatever I've done, I was acting in good faith and with good intentions. Vlad Olgimsky. Well, that's slightly worrying, Vlad. I wonder exactly what he's done. But anyway, so neither myself or Aglaia have very much fondness for the authorities as they stand. Authorities in this matter does not just refer to the literal government, but also to something a little bit more abstract, perhaps. Something akin to the laws of nature or deities. Stoneyard Watcher must be just around this corner. I wonder where, though. Oh! There's an executor right there. I wonder if he's the one that we're looking for. Wait, what? Evian's farewell letter. My time has come. I need to purge every trace of the sacrilege. I have to prepare a room and board for the new visitor. I want the miracle to happen. Farewell, my Daniel. Be happy. Everything is for the better. I never wish to die a better death. Yours, Eva. Well, that's ominous and horrifying. I believe Eve intends to kill herself. And need to go and rescue her. I'm the Stoneyard Watcher. I need your papers. Of course, here you go. Don't come here again. We'll be gone soon. No one's going anywhere without my approval. So, right, so let's go see Eve quickly. Something's not right here. That's not Eve. Finally, you're here, Oinon. There's been a disaster. Have you heard already? My master told me to fetch you immediately. Where is Eva? Are you alone? Is your woman not here? Evidently. Hurry up and go to Andre then. We need your help to make her come back, to take her away from the worms. She went to them of her own accord, but he said this because she's gone now. So he knows where Eva is. I need to know what he wanted you to tell me, and I need to know the exact words. Don't be angry with me, Oinon. Andre told me to make a dash for Oinon's place as quickly as he could to check if his woman was there. If I found her, I was to tell her that he was coming and make sure that she doesn't harm herself. If I do not find her, but find the Oinon, he told me to fetch you. He said you two would have to face trouble. I don't understand a thing. Neither do I, but Andre does. Help him so that he doesn't get himself killed. He's unarmed. He gave his weapon to the changeling. He then told me to run here and run as fast as I could. So he did, like a leaf on the wind, like the wind itself. That's how fast I was. That's just great. Fuck. Andrew knows where Eva is. We need to go strip it as soon as we can. I'm not losing Eva. But, of course, I know how hard I probably am. So, okay. We can try and find the other executors along the way. That must be a good way to go about this. So, let's see if we can find the other executor. I wonder if maybe people here might be willing to trade some food. Bullets are useful. All of these are useful. Okay. Right. Over the bridge we go. This district of the town is boarded up, but at least it's vaguely clean again. There's nothing bleeding all over the walls, so I can be happy with that at least. The screams of the dying have still not left us, and the depressed locals are still wondering. Well, that's where the plague district starts. Do I have any clothes to mend? No, I don't. I'm gonna see if I can buy anything else. I think the arrival of the Inquisitor has spooked everyone into dropping the prices to something slightly more reasonable again. But whether that will work, I don't yet know. Do I want repellent ankle boots whilst they're cheap? Probably. 6,000 isn't too high a price to pay. Considering the amount of gold that we were having to spend on everything else before, that's actually quite manageable, at least comparatively so. Okay. I'll take a quick look in. Oof. That plague cloud never ceases to surprise me every time I go near it. Which is my own fault again. I believe the second the second executor is somewhere around here. Fuck, another one. Inquisitor's orders. Bachelor D. Dankovsky, personal delivery, confirmation upon receipt. I have studied the materials you've collected. I insist that you visit me to receive further orientation. We find me at the cathedral. Ah, we've already spoken to Aglaia. Ah, there he is. Okay. I'm the Nonce Watcher. I need your papers. Straight from the Inquisitor. Yes. I have nothing to say to you. Go away. About I try brute force. That would be ill-advised. I lied. I did it myself. I wanted to use the Inquisitor's name to get the precious statistics. Take them then. I don't need them anymore, thank goodness. We'll be gone by the evening. Until then, please don't mention this to the Inquisitor. It'll be the end of us. But why? She is an evil witch, and a condemned one too. This whole mission is just her final vacation before the gallows. She won't miss any chance to get even with the powers that be, or their representatives. Curious. An interesting note. I wonder as it's to its accuracy. Or whether they're really trying to slander the Inquisitor. However, knowing this game, there's probably some hint of truth to it. No? Dead Robert in the streets. I wonder if he has much of it. No, of course he doesn't. Okay. So... stop by this pharmacy, and then perhaps continue on our way. Everything is so cheap right now. Maridorum, Novocaine, morphine, neomycin, that'll do. Can't hurt to have more supplies in stock whilst things are cheap, and they are not going to be cheap for long. There's more security on the streets today. Everyone's afraid of the Inquisitor, or at least, perhaps, everyone's dead. Oh no! Those things follow you. Those things follow you, that's an angel of death. Oh shit. That angel of death. Once those start to follow you, they know where you are, they don't give up following you. They really unnerve me. Okay. Constant theme, especially within the Bachelor scenario, of brilliant people, geniuses, and people of immense talent all faltering and being potentially sent for their execution. This is perhaps not surprising, given the context of the game. I wonder how much it's inspired by the events of contemporary Russia, or at least Russian history in the last 100 years. Everyone's just dying behind him. But I have a bandage, so I guess that's okay. Another letter? Changeling's letter. Eva stood on the edge of the balustrade. She raised her hands up into the air and stepped forwards. The wind did not carry her. She did not fly. The miracle did not happen. I know why Eva did what she did. Would you like me to tell you? Aglaia is not the new guest. It is not the pestilence in the cathedral that is blasphemous. True blasphemy is your negligence. You were not meant to achieve victory yesterday. You did not. Perhaps your latest muse will do better than the late one. She was setting up a place where your heart for the new guest will stay. Put your mind to it when at leisure. Clara, the Harbinger. Fuck you, Clara. Smattering of gold. Some general guff. I mean, I'm sure that will be of use at some point. Another pharmacy. Just going to burn away what gold I have. It's going to serve the most use to me today and maybe never again. Monomycene. Useful. Maridome. Useful. Tourniquets. Slightly less useful, but still. Okay. I don't think I've got more than enough Maridome to last me the entire 2 hours of the game. So I don't think I need to spend any more on it. My main concerns now are going to be food, clothing, and ammunition. Ammunition is perhaps my most pressing concern still. Clothing is less of a problem. I don't tend to need to use it as much. But perhaps that's just a consequence of me save scumming, as it were. My tendency to reload if I get infected. Repellent ankle boots. it might almost be worth it as an investment to sell later, but I don't think that would be worth it. Although the flower's letter seems to be pretty damning. Fuck. I want to hold out hope, I really do. But willing hope and actually feeling it are very different things, I tend to find. The weather's clearer today. The world's calmer. There's not so many thugs and marauders out, so I mean, I guess that's one good thing. Food's still expensive, but I mean, it's better than it has been. So I suppose that's one good thing. There's 2 other food shops here, which I'm going to try and call in on my journey. Right, before I go talk to the 2 strange fellows, I think it might be... morphine is not useful to me. Do I have coffee? I have some coffee. Fuck it. I'm just gonna go all out today, I think. I don't really want to piss about more. That'll do. My sense of hope is draining. Alright then, you strange fellows, what do you want? I don't like stories that involve someone going insane. Stanton shouldn't have gone after... Where is Andre? Andre has gone to the marsh to kill Eva's abductors. He was in such a hurry he didn't even wait for me. Why would he wait for a chicken? I beg your pardon? What? Am I wrong? Listen here, your insults are absolutely baseless. I was the person who took Andre in the first place. It's not my fault he gave his weapon away to a psychic girl. Here, take this and give it to him. All pitched in. Alright, I'll take it. Ah, a rifle. Backup gun. Always handy. Andre is really way off the map. Fuck, has he run off? Look to find Eva. Andre went to the marsh to check the worms. He's gonna kill them. Ah, shit. I don't even know what's going on anymore with them. There must be some way to do this. Okay. So first off, we're gonna buy some more food. We're just gonna buy all the food we can. I would have thought that a survival horror game would involve this much grocery shopping, but Pathologic does mimic that quite well. Given once more the context of the game, I wonder at times if the hunger element and the ridiculous inflation of price, and to effectively have to be desperate for food, I wonder if that is also somewhat inspired by Russian history. Well, I assume that it is, but having not lived or grown up in Russia myself, especially during the height of the USSR, I do not wish to through from one side to the other without getting infected. Someone high by the sound of it. That one worked out well. Food, give me food. A lemon and some vegetables. This is a terrible hole. Seriously. Okay. Give me the sound of somebody dying. In game, of course, not in reality. The sound of someone dying in reality is somewhat different. Not as much as you'd think, but not to be something. Surprisingly, it's usually quieter in reality. I think I've run out of food inventory space. So I have. That would explain the current issues. Right. Hunger is somewhat high, so I can probably afford to just eat something. How about the starfish? Well, that didn't do much to my hunger. But that's okay. Milk for only 120, my god. I remember when this stuff was worth like 10 times that price. Things are going oddly well at the moment, but then again, I guess the consequence is that it's not going to last. Okay, I think that might be there's another few shops here, but I don't remember which each of them are. And I still also need to find the third Inquisitor. Cemetery is open, so the butchers are wandering around. Ooh, let me see if I can trade with these people. It's mainly... Oh my god, yes. Some bullets at last. Okay, bullets. Tell me a story. Are you for real? Alright then, here's the tale of the Gorkhan River and its tributaries, the Gullet and the Guzzle. A long time ago, there lived an old man by the name of Bachelor. He had the head of a bull, but the body of a man, and the cow's hooves for hands. What about his legs? His legs stretched all the way across the earth, sinking into it like gigantic roots. He ate rocks, grass, and the trees that were found in his vicinity at first, but it didn't take him long to eat everything that his head could reach, so the ground around him turned to desert. Then what happened? All in all, he was gluttonous and helpless. After eating everything he could reach, old Bachelor felt thirsty. Guess what happened next? I can't possibly imagine. Think some more then. I'll tell you the ending if you tell me what happened after he felt thirsty. Let's find the ending to that story. Must have died. Correct. And what does this have to do with the river? That's part 2 of the tale. I'll tell you later. Bit of flavor text. Of course, this could all be a metaphor for the town itself, sinking its roots into a steppe where it doesn't belong. The butchers are, as you can see, definitely a rather different people altogether. It seems strange to see them wandering around the town, but then again, if the cemetery is open, I guess they can go free. Perhaps I approached this from the wrong side. I think I did. That's okay. We'll see if we can go around. Huh. What luck. I'm the Earth Watcher. Are you here on business? I need your papers. Aglaya doesn't know we're here yet, does she? Actually, I have also just come to know your existence. Who's that? Come on, there's no need to pretend. Maybe she does. I know nothing about it. Alright then, take them. Maybe they'll help you more than they helped us. They'll be gone by the evening. But until then, please don't tell us about us to the Inquisitor. That will be the end of us. But why? She has nothing to lose. She knows there are rats among us. The rats who have caused you a lot of trouble and will probably cause her a lot of trouble too. I think she will butcher all of us, the Watchers, the Executors, guilty or innocent. She doesn't strike me as the cruel type. And yet perhaps she is. There is nothing more to say. So we have all the papers at least, that's one thing. Clothing shop. Needles are always useful. It's probably the only thing I can really take. A letter. Good honest note. Going on. 2 days ago I did you a favor. I asked that you return it today. I'm in dire need of an Undertaker uniform, which is to say a cloak and a mask of a kind worn by the Executors. It has become all but impossible to get your hands on these lately. Perhaps there are some in your theatre still, but it is a place I am not allowed to enter. Get a cloak and a mask for me, please. I'll give you anything in return. Not to me. But yes, the changeling is very likely to make the same request of you. Take my advice and decline her, she'll trick you. Don't tell her I warned you though. People will die if you do. I can't help but feel that Archimede is trustworthy, and the changeling most certainly isn't. Especially with the note of glee that she signed there. And also to let her off about the possible death of you. Oh, thank God. Some food at least. I hope that this should be enough rations to last us through a fair chunk of the rest of the game. I don't know whether it will be, but we'll find out. So, I guess now we head down. Oh dear. Perhaps the chaos hasn't ended after all. Still have a fair bit of gold to our name. Now that the prices are all low again, I wonder if the black market might be a bit more kind to us. It's still relatively early in the day. We have a lot of time still, but I don't want to be getting into the point where we run into exhaustion or run out of stuff to do. It seems oddly quiet. The lack of storms, I think, contributes to that, but it's unnerving. Traditional Slavic pose. It's perhaps something that is made fun of, the squatting that is often seen, especially on the internet, in Eastern Europe. But it's actually a feature of a lot of cultures across the world. It's essentially actually quite a healthy thing
A
to do.
wooden neck is tough to bend.
Hectic day, ain't it? What comes trade? Give me your bullets. Fucking hell. Still a better price than what we've had before, so, you know. Repellent jack boots I can't take. Oh my God. price that he gives is awful. But hey ho. Revolver, rifle. Do I buy more revolver ammunition? But we're not going to be this cheap in quite a long time, so yeah, why not? So as I was saying, the Slavic squatting that is often seen and perhaps made fun of somewhat by Western cultures is actually not really unique to Eastern Europe. It's something that I've actually seen in quite a lot of cultures, and mainly just cultures in which chairs aren't a common thing. By cultures, I often mean slightly lower income areas of the world. But it's actually a perfectly natural state to be. More natural than the chair is. I have the feeling it's healthier. It promotes the movement of calf muscles and movement of abdominal muscles, which should help with the bowels and with the movement of the legs. And calf squeeze is an important way to prevent clots in the legs. Don't be causing yourselves pulmonary emboli now, would we? Okay. So, I don't know what's going on here, but I'm without a doubt worried. This is a bridge. Very flimsy looking bridge. What is going on? There's Andre. Oh no. No, they don't like it. So perhaps the touring does have an effect after all, like women, in a way. Andre, what the fuck?
Fortune appears so blind to none as to those to whom she has done no good. That was an aphorism.
I hate voice acting. Ah, you've come at last. Thanks, but evidently it's all been pointless. I am an idiot. Where's Eva? Is she alive? No, I'm pretty certain she's dead by now. It was a mistake, it seems. A terrible mistake. Though there was a reason for us to come here too. Oh, to hell with all of this. Mistake? Tell him. I received a farewell letter from Eva informing me that she was planning to take her own life at the cathedral. Convinced that a miracle would be there for her, she went to jump the balustrade and fly. An insane, rambling letter apparently written by an already deranged person. And then what? Barely had time to comprehend what had happened. The dancer Ayan appeared, and she said that the worms were sending their regards. They were thankful that I had fed my woman to them. We're even now, they said. You know me, without further dilly-dallying, I put two and two together and came to the conclusion that they were referring to Eva. Why in the world didn't you ask who they were referring to? Well, I just assumed it could have been Eva and went straight to the worms. And I sent the girl to you in case Eva had indeed decided to end her life in the cathedral, but Ayan messed everything up. So, here we are. Here we are where? What do you mean? You've jumped from the balustrade of the cathedral. That's the kind of cathedral we have, and consecrated my suicide. gravity and structure that can hold a soul is not humanly possible. We've only managed to do it once, just recently, but that's another story. We want to know everything in due time. As for the cathedral, it's cursed. The whole town is since today. She wrote letters to me too. She said she was going to purify the place for the new guest. That means the place is the cathedral and the guest is a Galean, right? Makes sense. She wrote to me that the only thing that she was always ready to give her life for is the cause my brother and I have pleasures else too. So she wanted to imbue the building with her soul. That was her personal interpretation of the cause. Interpretation both deranged and lovely. She knew how to get straight to the heart. Her interpretation was too literal, so someone must have put it into her head, and I think I know who. Peter is dead. There is an enormous gap between self-sacrifice and suicide. I just slaughtered for what? Well, of course she's dead. I don't know why any of us are surprised. Why wouldn't she be? Well, I mean, I guess that's the... I don't really know what to say. Of course I have played the game before and I knew it was going to Still makes me sad. She didn't have to die. She really did. Right, here we go again. That one small taste of the step. Oh, we're shit. Now we're done. Back to the town we go. And everything starts to fall apart once more. I want to visit her house one last time, just to... Shit. I have no use for this. Didn't have to die. I don't really appreciate a prostitute paid to be a housemaid. Placement for that's not how it works. Shit. 3 clouds at once. This game is determined I will be infected. But I need to dodge. I have returned.
Why are they playing me up?
I had been told that either Karminsky or Orf was coming. Are you disappointed? we were expecting a Punisher, and instead, an angel descended? No, personally, for you at best. My disposition is fearsome, which you'll have ample opportunity to observe. There's lots of blood to spill. But I'm positive, and this is what makes me different from Karminski, that I can keep the body account to a necessary minimum. Comes from the line of work, I suppose.
I am not your enemy. We'll strike an alliance against a common foe, and justice will prevail.
Here's what I managed to take from the watches. Right, let me see. Yes, that's about what I was expecting. Numbers, dates, notes. Very good. If only those seeds of truth weren't intermixed with so much chaff, this could give us a dramatic push in the right direction. Excuse me. It seems simple comparison won't be enough to figure out the false report. They all describe different things. There might be 2 false ones. Pity. Daniel, we must hurry before they are gone. Find out which of them is which. Outsmart them. Outsmart them? How? One of them is a liar and a traitor. I suspect it was them that sent you those letters that would enrage you so and even endanger your life. One of those reports is a farewell gift, a false lead that will put you on a false trail. Why would they write down lies of the powers that be seek to preserve the town? Because they are a traitor. We need to know which one of them. Moreover, they've been trying to get a second one on their side as well, and that one began to hesitate. Only the third one remained honest until the end. How did you find that out? A friend gave me something before I left for this place. He knew of some of the internal workings of this whole affair, and questioning Vlad Elgimsky confirmed my hypothesis. Both he and Savarov knew that there were watchers acting around here. And yet they told me nothing. They may have been intimidating you into keeping silent. Fine. How can I help you? Try to find out which one of them is the liar. Like in the old riddle, the traitor is sure to lie. Someone who hesitates could both lie and tell the truth. The last one will be truthful till the end, but even the truthful watcher won't be very forthcoming. Are you up to the task? Yes, I think I know how to do it. One more thing. My intuition tells me that you have no room for narrating. These people are extremely desperate here. If you accuse the truthful watcher or the one who's still hesitating, they might react unpredictably. I know that kind. You'll have only one shot. You see, you want to take the opportunity to test my mental faculties. But I don't mind that. Glad I think is fully aware of what she's doing. So the task that we're being given is just the classic old one tells the truth, the other tells a lie. Old riddle that you'll find in Dungeons and Dragons scenarios. Of course, I am also not entirely certain which of them is telling the truth, which is a lie, but I suppose we'll find out. One of you always tells the truth, another always lies, and the third is a bit of both. I hope you're not going to deny that. This is true, but how exactly does that help you? Which of those are you? I am the honest. You're expecting a different answer. Undoubtedly. I wonder. Well, now that we know where the other 2 servants are, we might be able to find them. This one says he is honest. do wish there was a quicker way into the theatre, but I think the front entrance is the only entrance. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh dear. The Theatre of the Dead.
It is sometimes necessary to play the fool, to avoid being deceived by cunning men.
I need an executive mask and a cloak. Do you have any to spare? My god, have you finally decided to join my troupe? Oh, no, but that would be too much of an honor. So, has the Inquisitor demoted you to an executive? I need the mask and the cloak to do a job. Says everyone who wants to remain unidentified. You are not entirely honest, esteemed sir. So what if I'm not? Every piece of clothing in my possession has to be distributed. Mass burials are a full-fledged business now. They've confiscated all the stage props. Who did? Saburov. He appointed one of the well-respected townspeople as the master of cremations. That is a death sentence, of course. I doubt anyone could survive that assignment. Well, obviously, you can also try to get an outfit for an executor. They still do have them. I saw them dig a pit in the lot by the cemetery today. Many of them stayed there too. What kind of a lot? Just a lot by the cemetery. Go ask them. I'm sure they'll find a spare mask and cloak for you. And if they don't, address your complaints to Saburov. Fine. Right, so that's how we get a cloak then. Onwards to the cemetery. Save. Let's see what this one says. This is true, but how does this help you? Which of them are you? I'm the honest sir, of course. Which of the three is the stone-yard watcher? The one who does both is partly true, partly full of lies. And tell me of the earth. That's the one, the liar and the traitor. not enough time. Savarov.
I'm glad it's not Mark Kaminsky. That is someone I wouldn't want to meet.
I've handed my powers to the Inquisitor. I've had quite enough of this. Did you give the orders to stop burying and to start cremating? Yes. As a one last thing, right before handing it all to a Glade Lyric. And who did you appoint to manage the burials? One Peter Stamatin. You don't know him. You sentenced him to death. He deserved it. I don't doubt that, but still, how exactly? I guess it would make sense to ask the man himself. Let's go visit Peter then. I'm not surprised that Peter was given the death sentence. Such a arbitrary manner. Perhaps we should stop by this pharmacy as well. Ooh, monomycene. I will never sniff at an opportunity to get monomycene now. I think we should hopefully have enough to rescue everything we need to. But how long we rescued them for, that is something I do not yet know. So, onwards. Let's see what Peter has to say about all of this.
Old boy.
Nice to see you. So, you have a brother too? I've been told that you've been given some stage props, say, executor outfits. Yes, I have. You know already. Is it true that you were appointed Master of Cremations? Does Sabarov really want you dead? He thinks I'm a vicious murderer. It was an abominable crime. Old business. I'll tell this to you and to you only. It wasn't my fault. But I ended up taking the blame. I didn't kill him. I wanted to, yes. And I could have. What the hell? How many people have killed someone around here lately? They're all murderers, which at least 1/10 of them would punish. Or, who did you want to kill? A guild fellow of mine. His order was disproportionate to his talent. You see, he nearly convinced the rulers to grant him that side of the river for his project. Yes, he deserved to die, but I didn't kill him. What was his name? What's the difference? We had him buried under a fictitious name, a tribute to a celebrated architect of old, so there's some consolation for him at least. And who are we? I must have a reason to keep that secret, don't you think, old boy? Why would I torture myself over it otherwise? They say he fell down from a great height and broke his neck. That's how he died. I've also heard a rumor that he got lethally intoxicated with bad touring. You do realize that your secrets are really easily seen through, don't you, Peter? Well, not by Sabarov. Doesn't Sabarov have real murderers to keep himself busy with? Why in the world would he waste his time trying to get even with you? Yes, right you are. Actually, I wish they'd give me a 3-day delay, nothing more. Do you think it would be possible to arrange for them to leave me alone until, say, Friday? Only 3 days? Why? I need to finish my greatest collection. It won't take long. It's just blueprints and calculations, see? And I could go ahead and die without a moment's delay. Can't anyone find a way to deal with the bastard, especially now that he's given up his powers? Maybe you could help. The Inquisitor can probably bring the former governor to his senses. I'll talk to her. Thank you, old boy. I'm not asking for myself, but for the art. Hush, I don't need your excuses. Well, for the art it is then. Back out we go. Let's perhaps wander down, meet the under executive, and grab ourselves a cloak. It started to rain again, but it's nowhere near as thunderous as it used to be. It's almost pleasant. 1 PM. Plenty of time left in the day. $11 hours. That's enough to get us there, I think. Probably turn left shortly. To get from one side to the other, I'm not entirely sure though. That's the best way to do it. Actually, no, it doesn't seem like it is. Let's see if we got anything to trade. Breaking the fence, which is what we need. If it is actually. There's the last bird. Let's see what it has to say. So this is true. How do you know that? Which of those are you? I'm the honest servants, of course. Undoubtedly. Through the stone yard. One in between. On which the nuts. The honest. He was honest and what were you? Everyone makes mistakes sometimes. What does that mean? I'm the honest servant, of course. So this is evidently the one that tells half-truths. I have a feeling that that one there is the honest one. This one might be a liar. But we'll see. Oh goodness, there must be a way out to the cemetery. Perhaps it's this way. Yes, I think it is. Oh, that looks like the corpse is just there. Oh, there, right there. Yeah, that's definitely final bodies. Look. Wonderful. Now we just need the mask. Now we got the mask. I got the feeling that it might not. We got a pretty good full back shop already, but I think we did. The idea of stocking up on all food items whilst not necessarily actually bring us a lot of joy. But do what you can. Sick. No, don't blame yourself. That's not your fault. One of your rival counterparts or left them on purpose. Nevertheless, no entry. It's under quarantine, and I the sorrowful watch. Can't really help. Even being one of the bound, they are just an ordinary person. Good, just like any other. You're the healer here. It's your area of expertise. Alright, I'm trying to think of something. Where am I? Feeling that this one is a traitor. I'm gonna gamble on it. Spare me. Don't tell me Christopher. Who knows? What if you regret your cruelty today? No. Evidently it was the right one. And like a chess piece, it topples. It's the balustrade of the cathedral. Truly soulless place.
I am not your enemy. We'll strike an alliance against a common foe, and justice will prevail.
Why was the punishment so quick? An unfortunate accident. I'm truly sorry that everything turned out as it did. I was going to question the Honourable Executive Cleric tonight, or perhaps the poor sap saw it coming, so he jumped off of his own free will. What do you think? I think poking my nose into this was a mistake. That's interesting. My map has changed. But what this means, I don't yet know. Well, Dankovsky doesn't yet know. I'm simply an out-of-favour bachelor out of my head. This all seems too much for a small-town backwoods place such as this. What are they really looking for?
They've grown up and grown tired of me.
I want to ask a favour of you. Savarol, abusing the power he's been given, is endangering the life of a certain Peter Stomach. Why? It seems as if he's trying to settle a personal grudge. And who is that, Peter Stomach? He's the creator of the spectacular tower on the other side of the river. Oh, but his life more than deserves to be saved. Thank you. And how exactly is Savarov needlessly endangering his life? He put Stamerton in charge of the burials and cremations. This work is highly dangerous since he has to deal with the dying all the time. We can fix that. We'll find a replacement. You have my gratitude. Now it's my turn to ask you a favour. It feels strange to admit that, but I actually can't achieve one of my most coveted goals in this town. Only you can help me. I've learned that a Victor Kane's aloof daughter is madly in love with a certain proud fighter of death. She is. That's news to me. At least nothing in her behaviour betrays that. Perhaps, but my request is very important. In fact, the fate of this town may depend upon it. Please, arrange for me to meet with my beloved relative. She won't refuse you. Wait, Maria's related to you? Yes, the most beloved of my family, but my love is unrequited. She is prejudiced against me. I hurt her in the past, and then she was told terrible things about Inquisitors. A silly, childish prejudice. Now that we're both young women of similar age, you mean you cannot wash the old memories away. And how can I assist you in that? I don't wish to force my way into a beloved person's home. I need an invitation to come in. Convince her that I mean her no harm, or just take me to her and tell her, here, I brought you a new friend, and let me speak. If the town's fate really rests on your meeting, I will do everything within my power. The Inquisitor doesn't look like a Kane. It seems like a Kane to me. Shit. 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 Oh, bloody hell. This doesn't seem like a Kane. She acts very differently to me. I wonder how much truth she says in the words she always seem entirely trustworthy. Part of me believes that she's
I
somewhat
think
like
I'm
Commissar's
having
evolved.
fever heat.
Oh, shut up, Maria.
Why can't I move on my own?
Turns out that Aglaya Lilith is your relative. I didn't know that. Yes, she is the sister of my lovely mother. There's not a single person in the world who would not hate my mother more viciously than she does. Seems like your mother's modus operandi must have led to her having plenty of hateful people. What do you know about it? Have you ever seen her at least once in your life? How can you judge? Come now, I didn't want to offend you. Are those tears in your eyes? I saw Aglaya tonight. At dawn, just before she arrived, I sat here trying to think about my lovely mother. Suddenly, it was as if something had touched me, making the hairs on the back of my neck stand on end. I rushed to the window, and there I saw her. And what did she do? Pale as death, she stood by the window, pressing her palm against the pane, and her face touched the glass too, ever so slightly, only the tip of her nose. She looked straight at me, unblinking. She could not enter, but she wanted to so very much. She wants to reconcile with you. She hates me for my mother's magical power. I know what she wants. She wants to see if I resemble my mother or not. Oh, she won't leave me alive. Especially now that my mother's many-colored powers begin to awaken inside me. She'll know, she'll feel it. She says that she had frightened you somehow when you were a child. Has to pass if you give her a chance. No, I do not think so. Consider it a win, but I'm incapable of doubting my premonitions. Else too many people will suffer. It may be a superstition, but I may be imagining all of this, but I won't let her in. Never. You were holding a key, as if you were about to leave. Where to? Oh, no, I wasn't planning on going anywhere. And who are you to forbid me, anyway? You're a bad liar. I think I'm going to tell your father about that. Oh, no, please don't tell Dad. He must not be disturbed right now. Don't go there. He must not get distracted. Today is memory day. Close my hand. I'll cure you of these wounds. What is on Maria's mind? Where'd she go in disregard of my prohibitions? It appears she was careless enough to let her father in on her plan and told her to forget about it at once. I wonder if her father knows. Dealing with the finance is a frustrating process. But a process that must be done nonetheless.
If we conquer our passions, it is more from their weakness than from our strength.
Memory of the person grants them an immortality of its own kind. Yet how soon people have forgotten Simon. He's fading with every minute that goes by. Your daughter intends to go out into the town. Are you aware of her plans? I am, and I've forbidden it. Can you imagine what's going on there? You don't need to, Doctor. I can just look out of my window. Or you, for that matter. Also business in town. I think she was going to see the architects. Andre or Peter most likely. She needed to know something about the tower, about the inner workings of some chambers, I believe. She's particularly concerned about it now because of Simon's memory fading. The streets are dangerous as hell, and you are so indifferent. They said Lilith had restored order in the streets with an iron fist. Is it true they've erected a gallows near the railway? Speaking of Aglaia, she's been seeking an audience with Maria. I don't think any good will come of that. Aglaia has always been a mean little girl. But, you know, I've always believed that people can and do change for the better. Every time an enemy of mine returned after a prolonged absence, I welcomed them with open arms. You're a generous person, Victor. And a bit of a dreamer. Pardon my lack of ceremony. I wonder, is today the last chance for Father to see his beloved daughter? Could be the most reasonable of the town's rules drifting towards expiration. Doesn't look like it. Rather, it seems quite the opposite. Then what does he mean? Maria, what could she possibly want with Peter's stars? I wonder. I wonder indeed. Is that the three ruling families ruling or powerful social classes or social tiers, if you will. Perhaps the wrong.
There's
Social
little
circles.
time left,
Russia.
and I still need to do so much. There are so many crows in the sky.
Maria's calling to visit Peter Stockton, the one whose life you saved. If you wish to see your niece, you'd better hurry. I can't appreciate your help enough, Bachelor. I won't forget your service. I'll come by to see your tearful reconciliation. I got the impression that Aglaia is playing me. She knows what she's doing. This is all part of an act. didn't land the killing blow, so therefore it doesn't count as mine. Just waiting. So, slight cut there, I apologise. Slight loss of gameplay of about 30 seconds worth. Another back right now. But it's not in minutes yet. So, next should be down the Artifact's house. Doing very simple kills by rats though. Not the arsonist. Shut up about it. Not the arsonist sort of like the more under control. That's one good thing at least. Yes, as I was saying earlier, three rulers, ruling families of the town do reflect Russian upper class personalities. New Russian bourgeois being the old industries, the economics and dreamers being the gains, and the old guard, as it were, being the Savarovs. Yeah, my son doesn't help me. Maria?
Aglaya never wanted a panacea to be made. But why?
I will never forgive you for that. You brought her here. You shouldn't have lied to me, Maria. Oh, how naive did you really trust me? I'll start again. Oh, how naive you were. Did you really trust her? Tell me, did she hypnotize you? Can simple trickery like that really get to you? You could have ruined us all. Or maybe you have. Peter is out cold now, but what if he comes too? Did she interrogate him? She doesn't have to. One look at these chambers and she realized everything. Oh, what have you done? Now she knows about Peter. Good thing is he's unconscious. But it won't last long. We need to call for help. I already regret my choice. Forgive me. If you want to make up for it, take her away from there. Now. I can't do it myself. I wanted to call someone for help so that they could distract her with troubling news or something. Okay, I'll do it. Just don't cry. Oh my god. Perhaps it was unwise to tell Aglaya of this.
I'm dead tired.
I was just helping the owner come to. He's been telling us quite compelling stories. Such as? Just about his works, mostly. How he breaks the laws instilled by nature itself into the fabrics of the earth. A clear-cut militant theomachist. Now surveying and all that. A curious one. Such specimens are few and far between in our enlightened times. What does that gleam in your eyes all of a sudden? Just thinking of how similar people's fates turn out. We've had so many bright stars of talent rise recently, you know. Almost all of them tried to single-handedly break the laws of history, nature, morality, and all of them treaded such identical paths. What did you two talk about? Just asking him about the blueprints. And he keeps saying he doesn't know what those are and doesn't know what to do. Sudden memory loss. He's staring at the walls like he used to see through them before. It was a good choice to come here, and a good choice indeed. He was right about to remember, but then Maria came. And what happened between you? Just nothing much. Maria burst in, and ran out in tears a minute later. We failed to make peace. It's a pity that everyone sees an enemy in me. Such is the bias against inquisitors. I only wish to do good, not specific targeted good like that Clara, but overarching good. Clara? Have you met with her as well? Why, of course. We spoke on this exact topic. I hope to convince the child of some self-evident truths. She's just another vivid and interesting character in this. A medieval type, passionate, self-contradictory. It's as if she's not of our time, but that's just minutiae. Actually, I've come to inform you that they're waiting for you at the cathedral. There's already a throng of terrified petitioners gathered. Of course. I've great sympathy for this man, Peter Stampton. He must be taken care of. In any case, thank you. You've accomplished something great, even if it may not look so at first glance. Allow me to thank you for the service. Are you in need of anything? Antibiotics? A weapon? Vaccine? Weapon. Perhaps a weapon. Yes. Shotgun. Nice.
There are fine things, old boy, which are more brilliant when unfinished than when finished too much.
Nice to see you. Peter? Peter, can you hear me? You are not the master of cremations and burials anymore. Oh, how appropriate, old boy. So, I can get back to work now. Take the mask. I will have no need of it for now, although I could use it to mix ink. Working in this condition is useless, though, isn't it?
So the Inquisitor is a woman. For real. I'd like to have a look at her.
How are you? Have you come to? Tell me what's happened. I had a vision, old boy, when I learned about Sabarov's secret plan and realized that death was truly knocking upon my door. I had a sudden urge to quench my thirst once and for all, so that I wouldn't have to come to my senses until my very death. But I've told you that you're safe, haven't I? Yeah, the Inquisitor guarantees you protection from Sabarov. Yes, I was soon notified of your intercession. I'm ashamed to admit I saw an obvious omen in it. I see omens in everything these days, old boy. So I thought that I was burying myself prematurely. There must be something else for me to do. Calling. And it was a happy thought. And so you imbibed some more? And so I indulged in imbibing. How could I not? But this time there was a purpose. You see, I've witnessed the clear image of my future creation at the bottom of a bottle I'm so fond of. Have you seen the chalice on the opposite side of the river? The one that overcomes gravity and captures dreams? I have. Soon I shall erect a new chalice, a chalice to surpass the present one many times over. Turin's sap has taught me to look at the three common dimensions from a different angle. Turned the recipient inside out, playing with density and transparency variations. Do you understand? More or less? Oh, it doesn't matter at all. But when I had a complete image in my head, a calculation, a design, a blueprint, a scheme, I raised my eyes and saw the angel of punishment upon me. Her gaze has burned me through, her smile turning my dreams to naught. These angels always accompany the type of creativity that looks for inspiration at the bottom of a bottle. And she said, I know who you are. You are Peter. Upon the stone you've erected that which should never be. And then she leaned over to me, her carmine lips parted, and her kiss would have drained my dream from me forever, I know it, for it was the angel of doubt, demonic temptress of hesitation. Please get to the point. But then I heard a waft of familiar power. Maria stormed in and fought the demon. Their naked bodies intertwined, their white hands tearing at each other's throats, their slender tongues stinging one another. And then I fainted. Now here you are. And what did this demon look like? She had a terrible and powerful presence like Mina used to. The ceiling here is low, but I could still see a silhouette above her mortal coil, its head blending into the heavens. Here she is. Look, she's still here, devouring my designs, licking them away line by line. And here we go, delirium tremens. Fucking alcoholics.
Old boy.
You found out everything I needed you to. That will do. Cheer up.
Actually occurs to me that these clothes may have been useful. When I was actually dealing with the executors, I could have disguised myself. I wonder then. Put them on now. Talk to people, I wonder if they tell me different things. Bottles. Imagine that can I even sell them? I can. Oh, the pittance. They're hardly worth anything. %10 of a hit to health for 71% immunity. That's not bad actually. Let's say perhaps sleep a little while. Off the Maradon always goes down a treat. bit longer. Now I'm more probably won't lose too much trouble. Right. The shotgun will be definitely useful, although I would need ammunition for it. Just gonna fire with some more light. First play cards don't really seem so big deal anymore. I think we need to just get rid of some of these lockpicks. Perhaps I should have kept them in some more another day, but at the moment I'm going to really blow it in the space. Lockpicks are just extra means of money to me at the moment. So in about 2 minutes we're to try to kill until the theatre starts to work again. It's not dealing with the pharmacy again. Shit. Shit, 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 shit. Oh god. Okay. Expensive again. Yeah, I have this rat. I have no use for it. Could probably sell the lens as well. I don't really know what to use the lens for. Different lens sets allow for early detection and identification of different types of infected clusters. That's just not actually accurate. Right, so let's spend a moment or two in here. It's safer in here than out there, and I'm going to spend that moment or two just talking a little bit more about the thought that I was trying to articulate earlier on. The Inquisitor, notably, seems very sinister to me, and I think that's probably how she's meant to be played, but again, we have to consider the background of the game, in which someone like a government agent might not necessarily be seen in the most positive light. The Inquisitor is perhaps one of the most scary forms of people, given that she is effectively the secret police. Or the not so secret police, as the case may be. Her brutality is impressive. As such, her trustworthiness is difficult to ascertain. Self-immolation is not usually a good tactic to meet a policeman. Or town watchman, or whatever I want. 4 more minutes. 30 more to go.
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theatre.
Go and see it.
I know how celestial bodies work. I know the logic of numbers.
Yes, Mom.
Solid bodies drown in water. It's a law. Life breaks into particles and is reborn again. It is a law.
Do you see now how many mysteries the Earth holds? The more terrifying the mystery, the deeper it lies, and the fewer wells can reach them.
You can trick anyone but me, the emissary of the powers that be. I know how this world had been built. I know how its life works. I know the laws it operates under. It's supposed to be very simple and proportional.
True, Mom. That's what it's supposed to be.
True, ma'am. That is what it's supposed to be.
So let it be. It's not the end of the world. It's just an epidemic. It's gone out of proportion. The law will prevail. I'll restore the balance. Not all is lost. I know where the root of this evil lies.
Aside from the slightly frustratingly dry voice acting, that was the Inquisitor discussing what is both law in terms of the social sense and law in terms of the laws of reality.
We find very few ungrateful people when we.
Anyway, that concludes day 7. I hope I see you all again next time.